Come on, pal. I don't want to hear your life story. Paw me.
Hey everybody, this is Eric at Monkey Paw Wargaming. Today we're going to do something cool. We're going to play a community challenge game for The Walking Dead All-Out War. The community challenge mission was recently released by TNG Productions. It was a special mission that Tom Panna wrote, and he posted his video on his channel. I'll have the link in the description below. Basically challenging the community to sort of beat his score. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play that game, and we'll tally up the score, and then we'll compare it to Tom's, and we'll see how we did. Okay, so we're all set up here on the table. The characters I'm using today are Abraham, and he's over here. I'm using Lee and Clementine. Now, the mission requires that you can spend up to 200 points on characters and equipment, so this is what I have them equipped with. Clementine has a claw hammer, Lee has a fire axe, and Abraham has his M4 carbine. So the special mission is called Sonny and Bean, and Sonny and Bean are two captured walkers. These are going to be placed on the center of the board that are Sonny and Bean. And then the characters are going to be within 1 inch of these walkers. The 4 supply tokens are going to be placed on the table. There's a supply token here, supply token there, up in the corner there by the gun shop, and then in the corner there by the trees. The mission itself is we're looking for a fuel supply to fuel the getaway car here. And when a survivor searches a supply token, in addition to any cards drawn, you roll a red die. And if the roll scores an exclamation point, the survivor has found the fuel. Increase the red dice rolled by 1 for each failed search previously conducted. So the first searching of the tokens will not get a roll. First, you just search it as normal. And then after, you get a red dice for each one additional after that. So if searching, if you find none, the final token will be automatically the fuel source. So the goal is then to collect the fuel and get back to the car and spend an action to fuel up the car, and have all the characters must be within 2 inches of the car to make good on their escape. So the game ends when the survivor will use the fuel to escape, or if the threat tracker reaches 18, obviously, which then that game ends. And if you don't complete your mission, the game is lost. In addition, the special rule is all noise causes the threat level to go up by 1. And that should be it. So let's begin. We'll come right back. Okay, and we're at the top of turn 1. So we're going to have Abraham. Abraham is going to go first since he's the leader. He's going to sneak up to this one here. He's going to move up to there. And I guess he'll just hang out right there. All right. And then Lee, he's going to sneak to here. And he'll just sort of wait. Clementine. Clementine is going to go up to here. And move up to there. All right, and then they're not going to take their second actions. So now we're in the event phase, so we'll do kill zones. So this walker is going to come around to Lee. This walker is going to move into Abraham. And this walker is going to move into Clementine. All right. So before we begin with anything else, at the beginning, I forgot to mention that Clementine has a special rule called adaptable. So her characteristic that I will choose for her, she'll be a runner. And then the other portion of her special rule is you get to choose to add a red dice to one of her characteristics. So melee, shooter, defense. And I like to go on offense. Best offense is a good defense, as I always like to say. It's a little bit backwards, but you get the idea. So she's going to add a red dice to her melees. All right, so now that we know that kill zones are established, let's go to the melee phase. Or, I'm sorry, the event phase. So we'll draw an event card. Let's rouse lurkers. We are still under low threat. Walkers are placed in contact with each enemy supply counter. Red. None. So thankfully, no walkers are. It's just added one to the threat tracker. All right, and now we're into the melee phase, which will add another one to the threat counter. Okay, so we'll start with Abraham. He's rolling a white and a red. Ooh, that's a blank. That's a blank. So this just gets pushed away. Down here, Lee is rolling a blue and a white. That's 4, and a defense 1, so it's going to knock this one prone. And then Clementine, she's rolling white and 2 reds. Defense for the zombie, and that is knocked prone. All right, so at the end of the phase, we're going to roll for prone walkers, starting with this one down here. On a shield, they stay down. On a blank, they get up. Gets back up. Prone walker over there stays down. Okay, starting at turn 2, we'll start with Lee. Lee's just going to sneak here and search. And draw supply. Ammo reload. Well, he's not carrying a gun, but the extra ammo in a future scenario would be helpful, so he'll keep it. Keep it in his pack. Clementine's going to sneak to hers, and then she will search. And she also gets an ammo reload, so she'll put that in her pack. And then she's the first one to reach a counter other than the first, so she gets 1 red dice. And she finds nothing, so there's no fuel source over here. Abraham, he's going to sneak and search. Draw supply counter. Emergency supplies. Incident. Immediately restore 1 health point that's lost earlier in the game to the searching model and all friendly survivor models within 6 inches. Discard this card. Well, thankfully he doesn't need that right now, and remove that. Now he's going to roll 2 dice. And he does not have the fuel. So the fuel is down by the police car. So now it's a matter of getting over there and getting the fuel. Turn 2, event phase. So this walker's going to go back into him. This walker's going to go back into him. And we're going to draw a card. So we're still under low threat. So the walkers suddenly stop and nothing seems to happen. Add 1 to the threat level. So it's going to go up +2. 1, 2. There's only 1 round of melee to fight here, so the threat level is going to go into medium. So we're at medium 8. Lee is going to attack this one here. Hits it twice. It's enough to knock it down. And Abraham's going to hit the one up there. Hits it 3 times. That's enough to knock it down. Okay. The end of the phase, we're going to roll for prone walkers for the first one. That one gets back up. That one cocks, stays down. Turn 3. Lee's going to risk it here, and he's going to run right up to this one, which is going to bring this walker in, and that's going to add 1 to the threat. And then Abraham is going to stay here by the truck, and then Clementine is going to do the same. She's going to sneak over there by the truck. So they're just going to wait see if Lee can accomplish his mission here. All right, so that's all the actions. We're in the event phase now, so drawing a card. Won't stay down. We're on medium threat now. So as low threat, in addition, each player rolls blue dice and moves that many eligible walkers in a direction of their choice. Okay, so each prone walker gets up in low threat. So those guys get up. And blue dice with the walkers, so 1. So I'm going to move 1 walker. Let's move this one. So that one's going to move in there and bump into the cars. All right, and fighting for Lee. Lee is attacking the walkers. It's 3, and then it's 3 dice for zombies because it's 1 for 1 zombie, and then a second walker will add 2 more dice. It gets more dangerous the more of them there are. All right, so he wins that combat by 1, so they both get knocked down. Whew. Good job, Lee. Okay, so that's the end of the phase. Rolling for prone walkers. This one stays down. This one stays down. Okay, so going into turn 4, start with turn 4. Lee's going to search this. We already know he has the fuel source in addition to the supplies. Bandages. Okay, so he's going to tuck that away. And he's going to sneak away. So he's going to sneak. Let's see, which way does he want to sneak? He'll sneak this way. All right. And that's it for his actions. There's no other actions that I want to partake in. So then it's the event phase. There's no walkers in his kill zone that are upright. So draw an event card. The herd. So we're in medium threat. So as above, in addition, all prone walkers immediately stand up. Okay, so the player with initiative chooses a walker and moves it in a direction of their choice. All eligible walkers within 8 inches of that chosen walker then also move, converging on that walker. Oh, lovely. Okay, so they stand. The walkers will stand up at the end. So we're going to converge. This one goes 8. Or 6, I'm sorry, and then these ones move. This one will move around. This one moves and bumps. This one moves and bumps. Okay. And then the prone walkers at the end of that will stand up. And we're at the end of the phase. So, end phase, I have no prone walkers. There's no combat. So now it's back to, it's start of turn 5. It'll be back to the character's turn. So he's going to sneak. He's going to sneak to here. Let's make this more dramatic. So he'll run to here. He'll run to right there, which will bring, let's see, that walker is 4 inches away. This one is 4. So we'll have this one come in. Since they're both equidistant apart, you get to choose. So the threat tracker goes up 1. All right, there's no other walkers in the zones, so draw an event card. All right, drawn to chaos. It's +1 threat. So we're in medium threat. So white walkers enter play from each table edge. So we'll go 1 +1 threat. 1. I'll put that walker down and then we'll come back. All right, we're back. So I have added the walkers to each corner. We're now basically going to fight in the melee phase. So we got Abraham. He's going to throw 2 dice into his walker. So he gets a headshot, so it doesn't matter what is rolled on this because 2 is the highest you can get. So that'll kill that guy off. So at the end phase, there's no prone walkers. The threat tracker has gone up 1 for melee. So we're at the end of medium threat now. And we're at threat 13. And we're going into turn 6. Okay, we're back at turn 6. So what we're going to do is Lee has the gas and he's going to spend his action to fuel the car. And that'll be the end of it. So we have to finish out the turn. Everybody's sort of where they are. And there's no zombies in the kill zone in the beginning of the event phase. So we'll draw an event card. The Hunger. So it's +1 threat. We are currently we'll be in high. So it's as medium threat. In addition, all prone walkers immediately stand up. So we're into high threat now. So each player rolls a blue dice and moves that many eligible walkers towards the nearest survivor. So roll blue dice worth, so 1. So we're going to have 1 zombie move towards survivor. So how about we just end this miraculously like this? We'll go here. We'll go into Clementine. All right. So Clementine is rolling a white and 2 reds. She has 2 hits. So it knocks that one prone. That adds 1 to the threat. Threat 15 on high. And the end of the phase, prone walker stands back up. It stays down. And that's the end of the game. So we'll tally up the score and come back and give you the results. Okay, we're back with the results. So this is the scoring here. So at the end of the game, we're going to total up the final score using the values below. Players should aim to score as low as possible for better results. So the total scores are going to start at the threat level where we ended at. So we ended at threat level 15. So we went 6 turns, so it's +1 for each turn taken in the game. So that puts us up to 21. And then no survivor was bitten. No survivors were slain. Sonny and Bean stayed alive. They weren't slain. And then it's -1 for each supply token gathered. So that's 4. So that's going to take us down to 17. And then -2 for each survivor within 2 inches of the escape truck at the end of the game. So that's -2, -2, -2 for a total of -6. So what did I say? That was 17. So that takes us down to from 17 to an 11. So the final score is 11. So I've beaten the guys over at TNG by 3 points. So we'll go back and wrap this up. Okay, so we're back with the post-game wrap-up. Some thoughts. I really like that mission. The community challenges are pretty cool. I know that they did one previously, and I haven't seen that one yet, so probably I will look that one up and download it and film that one as well and see, compare scores. But I got an 11. I got an 11. I beat the guys over at TNG, beat their score by 3 points, I think it is. So if you want to see how their battle went down, I'll post a link down below to their YouTube channel, and you can take a gander at that and see basically how they fared and what characters they used. They used a different set of characters, but by and large, I think the mission went okay. I think that what comes up in the event deck greatly can affect the outcome of that game. It can get very swingy, probably, depending on what draws you get. There were several cards I took out of the event deck, mainly cards from the first expansion, which was more about outdoor camping type of things with like forests and stuff. Didn't really seem for me thematically to fit in to a game that was sort of like set in more in an urban environment. Same thing with the supply deck. There were several supply cards that I took out that just didn't sort of fit with the sort of narrative that was sort of that they were going for in this mission. Nothing too crazy, but like a lot of like the burning brands and a lot of the camping ones. I just didn't feel that those sort of lent themselves well to telling the story of this mission. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun, and hopefully they continue to write missions like this. They're a lot of fun, and I think it's kind of neat that as a Walking Dead community, we can kind of come together and issue these challenges like this and film them and share them. I look forward to doing that some more, and I think that's it. I don't really have any other type of thoughts on it. I know that I'll be doing more Walking Dead content as time goes on. You know, definitely more battle reports, and I have a review of their anthology book that they just released not too long ago. I have a book review coming up with that, so you can keep your eyes out for that. And you know, if you like this content, follow, like, and subscribe. Follow this channel, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.